During COVID, we attended like 5, 6 funerals like a week.
And we have no other choice but to be the best resource for our family. The leader that you are, holding so many tasks and educating the community, being an advocate.
Public health. Hey, how do I like apply for like our kid? So they had to help her. I want to do a lot of stuff that, that could benefit our Marshallese people. We'd like to be prepared for our people whenever they do come here.
You'll be teaching our community members about certain things.
Thank you, Ailing, for joining us on episode 11 of MEI the podcast. Yagwe, and welcome to episode 11 of MEI the podcast, where we uplift voices that inspire change and resilience. If you're new here, I'm Marcina, Langrine, and I am the Women's Project Coordinator.
And I'm Matthew John, Project Specialist and Youth for Nuclear Justice Fellow at the Marshallese Educational Initiative.
As a module, it's crucial that we share our voices, perspectives, and an intercultural, nonprofit dialogue with other communities. We also need to take back the narrative on issues that others have controlled for too long. As we continue to share how we're working here at MEI to strengthen our community, we invite you to join us. Please take a moment to follow, like, share, and even comment on our episodes, which will help us reach more people. Como tada, and thank you for listening and for your support. Now let's get right into the next episode. We got a great one for you today.
Today, we're honored to sit down with a young Marshallese dreamer, someone who is striving to advocate, educate, and guide our community through different systems and resources here in Northwest Arkansas. Their journey is more about than just navigating challenges. It's about creating pathways, lifting others up, and keeping our culture strong. Join us as we dive into their story, their vision, and their dreams for the Marshallese community and beyond. Kamal Dada Ailing Gideon for joining us today. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Good.
I really like it because the weather today is really pretty. And so hopefully I get a chance to go outside and walk a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I think I have some plans later for this evening regarding the weather, and it's great weather. So
Nice.
Yeah. You came here straight from work, yeah? From the community clinic?
Yes.
Nice. And so how long have you been working at the community clinic?
4 years today.
Oh, congratulations. Hopefully they have a cake and be like, happy 4 years.
4 years.
That'd be nice.
4 years. That's a pretty long time. Do you enjoy working at community clinic?
I do. I love helping our patients and our community members.
Can you tell a little bit more about your role at community clinic and what community clinic is?
Yes. So my name is Ailing Gideon. I'm one of the special programs coordinator at Community Clinic. I manage our ADH breast care program, where we host like clinical breast exams and PAP clinics for our underserved community. Women who don't have like insurance, or they're underinsured, or they have insurance, but their insurance can't pay for like their co-pays or their mammograms. So ADH breast care helps with that. And I also co-manage our community supported agriculture food program with my colleague, Jasmine Rivas. So we work around like food insecurities and stuff.
What guided you to have that inspiration to start working at community clinic?
So I do have a story.
Okay.
6 years ago, I was diagnosed with tuberculosis in the brain, the lungs, and my intestines. And I was hospitalized for, I would say, like 2 months. But before coming here, I moved here from the Marshall Islands to Arkansas 7 years ago with my grandma to seek medical attention. I was diagnosed with tuberculosis in the brain, the lungs, and intestines. And I was hospitalized for, I would say, like 1 or 2 months. And we were transported to UAMS in Little Rock. And back then, I don't think we had like community health workers or like,
Yeah,
we only
that was
had
more
like social
recent.
workers,
Right.
but we did not have like community health workers who understood like our needs. So my mom, with little English that she knew, I had like, as a patient, I had to like navigate that for her. Like, oh, what do you need? Or whenever like providers would come into the room, I'm like, is that your mom? I'm like, oh yeah, she doesn't know really know English, but would you like, you can like talk to me and I'll like update her on stuff. I saw that like the need of like language barrier, and then like, oh, I really need to like step up. I need to maybe go into like healthcare, because we really do. I mean, we have like people in schools and the legal system, but we don't have it. Like what I thought, like, oh, we don't have anybody from healthcare, the healthcare field.
Yeah, with your diagnosis back then, was it really easy accessing these benefits, or was it a struggle? Because you talked about language barriers, and I'm assuming learning the different ways of what insurance is. Was there a struggle to getting to know those things, or was it something that other Marshallese were able to teach you guys?
I didn't know anything. My grandma did. Well, she had like a lot of she really didn't understand the system, so she had to like ask around, ask people from like public health, hey, how do I like apply for like our kid? So they had to help her. I'm not sure like if there were any like Marshallese over there at public health, but it was 6-7 years ago, so I don't know.
And it's really
But
good it's really good that we have so many Marshallese community health workers now, because they play such a vital role when it comes to patient care and being in connection with the patient from like the beginning to the end, and then it's like an ongoing thing. And so, and you're a community health worker too, so plus all your other roles as a special programs coordinator, so you have
a lot of coordination.
that's a lot of coordination that you have to do.
Yes.
What has that growth been like, to like see it firsthand as like someone who needed community health workers in our community, to like the amount we have now? What's that perspective?
So for me, it was during COVID-19 that I got hired for community clinic to be a community health worker, and my focus was on COVID-19 education. Back then, I know that during COVID, we attended like 5-6 funerals like a week, either like I think through Zoom.
It was like almost every day.
And you guys had like a task force.
Yeah.
But my role was really educating our community on like the 3 types of vaccines, how like if they needed anything like application for like utilities or like SNAP, Medicaid, our kids, I would always be the resource or the support when like they ask me, oh, we have people that help, but we have like navigators who can help with that. And then now community clinic is like the largest employer for like Marshallese in the medical field. We have like 20 something staff.
I remember COVID, even though it was like 5 years ago. COVID still brings me PTSD. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. So, but yeah, all the work that the whole community did as together, it was a lot.
It was amazing. Well,
yeah, exactly. And with the task force that the community had, that was an awesome task force, because we all worked together to serve the same community, but also communities nearby.
And you don't have to speak on this, I'm just curious, what was it like when you came across like people who didn't believe in or didn't have vaccine confidence?
Oh, that's a really tough one. I had like a patient who was like, "Hey, I don't want to take the vaccine because my religion said," like
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
really common.
it was. That was really.
Would
I
you
don't
say
know.
that was like a barrier?
That was a barrier for me.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people who, quite a few people who don't want to take it because they think that there's like additional links to, like, say, let's just say, like certain diseases. If they take the vaccine, they're going to get this. Or if they take the vaccine, they're going to end up like this, or because of their religion.
Yeah.
Actually,
And
that
so-
wasn't just the only barrier that we encountered. That having like their beliefs in religion, and also like transportation, having to like not go to work because they have COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, transportation was one of the barriers.
Does community clinic offer support with transportation?
We do. We actually have Uber Health.
Oh,
So
okay.
you could just
wow.
call the call center and like, hey, I don't have a ride. Could someone order me like a Uber Health ride? We'll
Mhm.
take care of that.
So do they call you all to set up that transportation service?
So it's from
Okay.
their home to our clinic, and from the clinic back to their.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. Yeah. That's actually very, if you have an appointment and you need a ride, just, I guess, call the community clinic and they'll help you. That's cool. That's very unique. I've never heard of that. So we talked a little bit about your role and what you do at community clinic and as a community health worker. But what does it mean to be a dreamer? What does that mean to you personally?
To me, I don't like dreaming big. I want to dream bigger.
Okay.
Yes, dream big. Don't dream big. Dream bigger.
Bigger, yeah. I like
and
that.
for me,
To dream bigger means to like say, what would you say it's like along the lines of like, okay, I want to work in this field, but then pursue something higher than what they expect to get.
I have a lot of dreams. Like I want to be like a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to do a lot of stuff that that could benefit our Marshallese people. I want to work. I've thought about like, I want to pursue like to get an education degree so I can help like our youth. I want to be a superintendent.
The first Marshallese superintendent.
that's
That's what I was thinking,
Awesome.
like being part of the school board or like the state board or something.
Right.
I have a lot of dreams, but I think for me, healthcare is where my passion is. I really love, from my experience, I feel like educating my people about like different like resources is like I feel like that's my passion.
That's a good passion too, because like a lot of us just sometimes don't know where to go, and being that link to our community and the resources is like very, like we learned in recent years, it's very vital for our community.
Yeah, and there's that saying, it's like, we are our parents' best resource. And so, with our family, especially if they're coming to the United States for the first time, and us growing up in the diaspora and knowing English really well, like we have no other choice but to be the best resource for our families. So going into that, like, how has your Marshallese identity shaped the way you see the world and your role in Northwest Arkansas?
So for me, knowing that people think like, oh, we have somebody at like community clinic who can help us with whatever, like an appointment or say like resources, or like, oh, they can and just knowing that there's a Marshallese or a Pacific Islander in those positions.
No, yeah, that's definitely a common thing, because I feel like with us Marshallese, it's like, if we don't see someone familiar or similar to us, we're very hesitant to either like go into that establishment or seek help. But when we see someone that looks like us, speaks the same language, it's much more easier. And so that's also one of the many barriers that I feel like we as a community go through, but also similar communities too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Because like I've had this encounter multiple times when I'm walking to the other side of the building at community clinic. They'll just be standing outside the door, and as soon as they see me, they'll start talking, and then I'll be like, "Okay, yeah, you just come in here." And then that's all it takes sometimes, is just to be there and walk them through the door. And I think it's very good for our community that there's people doing that, you know, because it's very important. So I guess backtracking to your childhood, because you grew up in the Marshall Islands, yeah?
Yes.
And were you born and raised there?
I was born and raised there from preschool to 11th grade, and then finished my senior year here at Springdale High School.
I think I remember you transferring in, because I think we did.
Yes.
Yeah. Did we graduate the same year?
We did, actually. Yeah.
I remember seeing you around the.
It was you, Cairo, and then.
It was just me and Cairo.
I remember.
What
That's
was
a
that
legendary
transition
class.
like, going from the Marshall Islands to the United States, like school system?
Well, actually, it wasn't really hard for me, because back home, I learned, we had like private schools. I learned English from a young age. I don't think I really had that hardship in like the transition.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
What was the culture shock like?
The first time I came here, I really didn't like the smell. I was like, I thought it would be like, I would like smell really good, but it smelled like chicken. I was like,
I would not like cooked chicken.
I was shocked.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like
not cooked chicken.
it's like live chicken.
Yeah.
So,
That's the one thing like my family noticed too. Like the first time we go through like Springdale, that side, like what is that smell? I'm like,
I love
that's
it.
Northwest Arkansas for you.
yeah.
Natural state.
It's like natural smells that we smell every single day.
I grew up and I was born and raised in Oregon. So like I have a lot of trees. I grew up around a lot of trees and just fresh breeze. So when I first moved here to Arkansas, like that was the first thing I smelled. I was like, oh. And then
No, same.
like nowadays, like whenever people are like, what's that smell? I'm like, it smells like home. Like,
Yeah, it's like smells like home. Great to be here.
I love it.
you go out of the state or country and you come back, it's like, I'm back home.
Is that good? Can we see that?
yeah.
Okay.
Then going back to so let's talk more about like you being an advocate for the community. So can you share an example of a time you connected someone with resources that made a really big difference in their life?
So we have like a Marshallese staff advisory committee where all our Marshallese staff from all departments come together and meet every Friday during their lunchtime. Well, it's paid, but we meet together and we like discuss like issues, whether it's in the community or just medical or just our patients in general. And there was a patient who I think was seen by UAMS, but his primary was at community clinic, and he needed like transportation to go to like Little Rock for his appointment. And then I think one of our staff had asked us like, hey, how can we help this patient? And then I think our COO was in that meeting as well, and she was trying to like get like our thoughts on how we can help. I think we were able to help the patient. We found a driver for them, and then I think one of our staff was actually escorted them as well.
Oh wow! Does that type of thing like happen often?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, that
This
was
is like a special circumstance.
Okay.
because it was really hard. We were thinking like, can they do Uber Health, or like is there a family? Can we give like a gift card for gas for their family members?
Yeah.
Their family members weren't able to take them because they were working.
That's
We
really
can't.
great that community clinic was able to accommodate that for that family, and I'm sure that definitely helped them. And
Mhm.
I hope their trip was a successful one and everything went great.
You're relatively young. I know you don't like to think of it because I'm the same age as you, and I don't think of it like that way. So like, but you still are. You're still very young. How do you balance being young and still finding your way with all taking leadership in your community?
Could you repeat that question? Sorry.
How do you still find the time to balance being young, but also finding the ways to be a leader in your community?
I wouldn't say I'm a leader. I'm just somebody who'd like to help.
I think you're a leader.
I think you're a leader too.
You may say that you're not a leader, but you actually are, because you work at the community clinic. You have a specific role that helps with so many, Marshallese patients. But on top of that, you're on multiple boards. You're a youth mentor. You do so much advocacy work. Like, if that doesn't scream leader,
Yeah.
then I don't know what does.
Literally, I
And so
went to.
you're an author. You're also an author. And so like, that's just a lot of, I feel like you do have those leadership qualities, even though you may not say you're a leader, but you do exert those leadership qualities.
Yeah.
And you're definitely a
appreciate
leader.
Yeah, I think you're a great leader too. You're not just a leader; you're a great leader. Because I remember walking over to the community clinic a couple times for meetings that you would be hosting, and
Oh, yes.
yeah, you'd
Exactly.
be teaching our community members about certain things, and I'm like, yes, that's literally leadership quality.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. That's for you.
Thinking back and not thinking back, thinking forward to the future of Northwest Arkansas and the Marshallese community in Northwest Arkansas as well. What do you hope to see in the next 5 to 10 years?
We actually met about this with our Marshallese Staff Advisory Committee. It's something that we try to prepare ourselves for, whenever we get more and more of our people migrating here,
Mhm.
from the Marshall Islands. And we're here, prepare ourselves and be ready whenever that happens. Because I know that there's a lot of diseases that's going around. We'd like to be prepared for our people whenever they do come here. Because I know that the majority of our patients are Marshallese.
Oh, wow. Like the entire.
Well, Marshallese and Spanish.
How many patients do you serve on the annually or on a daily basis?
75,000 throughout all our 30 plus locations in Northwest Arkansas.
75,000 is.
I'm sure
a
it's
lot.
more. I'm sure it's more because we have clinics now in eastern Oklahoma.
Mhm.
So I'm pretty sure it's more.
Obviously,
But 75,000, I would say.
What the heck? That's a crazy number.
No, for real. So you said multiple locations. How many community clinic locations are in Arkansas?
So we have 5 main clinics.
Mhm.
We have one in Fayetteville, Rogers, Springdale, Centerton, and
Mhm.
then Silent Springs. And then
Okay.
we have several school-based health centers in Springdale,
Mm-hmm.
Elkins, throughout Arkansas. And then we also have some in Silent Springs and eastern Oklahoma.
Okay.
So
So
that's 30 plus.
that's a lot. So the community clinics that are based in the schools, is that only for that school, or is it
No,
anybody
it's
can go
actually
to?
for anybody who
Oh,
like-
okay.
But for our school base, it's actually there for our students. Whenever parents are stuck at work, they're not able to bring their kids to
Oh, okay.
their
I didn't know
appointments.
that.
We're there to.
Mhm.
They just sign a form. Oh, could my kid be seen with a provider there? Yeah, we can just have a teacher send them over to our clinic. Pretty convenient for our.
No, that's
Patient.
super
Yeah.
convenient,
That's
super helpful.
That's like an amazing resource.
But it's open to the community.
That's super cool. Say someone's Does it range from like someone being sick to an athlete being injured?
Yes, we
So-
actually do have a program that, an initiative that are, because we have like one provider who's like doing like sports medicine and stuff, and they're trying to do something with like Fayetteville schools, the high school there. So
Mhm.
from
Wow.
to like athletes.
So, in addition to the programs that you are part of and initiatives that you are, what other services does Community Clinic offer?
So community clinic offers like primary care, prenatal, women's health, behavioral health, dental, and then some like non-medical support. I'm part of the non-medical support to do like programming and stuff. But we do have a sliding scale that we have our patients apply for. Depends on their income.
Mhm.
So it really helps our patients whenever they don't have a lot.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
Mhm.
So at MEI, we are focusing. There are some initiatives where we focus on mental health, and so what are ways that Community Clinic is helping? I guess like the Marshallese youth, with mental health services.
I haven't been in that situation where like like Marshallese youth like needed like services like behavioral health. But I do know that they can reach out to our call center and they could refer them to our behavioral health department and they can go from there. But I don't think we have a behavioral health specialist, like a Marshallese behavioral health specialist.
I don't know if you, not sure if you know, but if you do, what do those price ranges look like? Because I feel like from conversations that we've had with families, majority who don't have access, like to insurance, but they do want those services, but they're afraid of those price ranges. What does that look like at Community Clinic?
So like I said, our discount, they can apply on our discount sliding scale and they can see like, depending on their like income, they have like a bracket like, oh, for this person in their household, this is how much they'll pay, like $20 or $10 or $30. So I think the maximum like copay they can pay is like $50.
Oh, that's super helpful. That's really good to know because that's one thing I'll probably
I know
about.
that's another barrier that our Marshallese, like they don't want to come to their appointment because they're afraid of like paying
costs,
like 50 or 100 or their bill is like 100 and they're like, then I'll have to like cancel my appointment because I don't have that money. I mean, we're there. If you're not able to like pay, we'll still see you. We're not gonna turn away like a patient.
Yeah, that definitely like that's something that we as a community have to also like encourage, our Marshallese community be like, don't be afraid. Like they will still, see you and help you with the needs that you have.
Like ask
regardless of your, your situations. And so
do you think it's important for younger Marshallese voices to be like part of conversations like these?
Absolutely. I really think so. I mean, you guys.
And you. Yeah. So you're also a youth mentor. Is that correct? You were a youth mentor for. What was that like, and what did you do in that capacity?
I was once a student who did not know anything like how to navigate any kind of system here in the the United States, and for me to like learn new stuff by myself, I feel like if like a student like or your youth like needed help with like whatever. I mean, you guys do it in the daily, like helping them apply for like FAFSA. Enrollments and stuff. I feel like my knowledge from learning new stuff every day, I feel like educating them, they're not alone.
Educating is a powerful tool. And then, and yeah, I know that in the past you've also had like speaking engagements, and was it DC that you went and did a speaking engagement for?
Yes.
And what was that like?
It was a really great opportunity to represent our people there in DC. I think it was Unity March. I think they do it every year, advocating for the Marshallese LGBTQ community. Am I saying that right? LGBTQ plus,
because there's more.
Sometimes
Now.
I hear like people say LGBTQ plus IA something, but I'm only familiar with LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think plus is just fine.
Okay. And whatever else.
Yeah, that's what the plus is.
Are you gonna cut that? I said
He
whatever
said,
else.
wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to learn like the other letters, but I have.
It's just
a
like
lot.
a lot. Like you can be like a cat tomorrow, or
Who are they?
like a cat. Like they just say I'm non-binary,
Oh,
liquid something,
Mhm.
math, cisgen. I don't know.
It's always evolving, so we try to keep up because
Let's
we want
evolve
to be
together.
relevant.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Aiden, with all that's going on, you being the leader that you are, holding so many tasks and educating the community, being an advocate, who or what inspires you to keep going even when things get tough?
There's a quote that I go by like every day when I do my work or whatever. It says, "The lazy man works twice as hard."
What does that mean? The lazy
The
man
lazy man works twice as hard.
works twice as hard.
What does that mean to you?
To me, if I don't do my work, I'll do it twice as hard as whoever is doing it.
There's so many days, like even just as a musician or whatever I'm doing in life, there's so many days where I don't want to get up and do it, But if you think about it, there's someone out there doing the same work and they're working. So it's either you get up and do it when you don't want to and you do it hard and you learn to love it, or someone else is going to do it. And
And whenever I do, like, what I mean about that is like, just get over it.
oh, I like that. Just get over it.
Just get it over with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just get it over with.
So it's just like your daily reminder, like despite
Like, I'm going to do it
all your
Just get it
tasks
over
and just
because I don't want
do
to
it.
worry about it later.
Mhm.
Oh, so you could just like have like time to yourself or with
Like, whenever like they ask me to be part of the podcast, I was like, I'm going to get it over with because I'm really like really nervous. I'm really awkward in these situations. So I got to get it over with.
You literally live by your quote today. So.
With
I love
me,
that
was
for
like,
you.
I need to get over it. Over with.
Do you have any favorite quotes or quotes that get you by the day?
the one that has been sticking with me lately is from the Marshall Islands goalkeeper. He just says, let's be ready for the next opportunity. So just always staying sharp and being prepared for whatever. Cause like, you just never know what's going to happen. I was in New York and I was like, so not ready for the first call up. And I paid for that. So like now whenever I hear his voice in my head, just saying, stay ready, stay sharp, be ready for the next opportunity. Like I just go by that. And that goes for everything in life.
I love that.
I should
Love that.
incorporate that because I'm not ready. Like I'm always like not ready.
There's another saying, be where your feet are. Your mind takes you everywhere. Your mind can take you here, there, the future, the past, and you can live in it. But be where your feet are. I'm a poet, I swear.
Okay, Kathy. shutting up.
Definitely a poet. Yeah, I feel like for me, I don't have any specific quotes. I honestly just live
I just
day
drink
to
coffee every morning.
Honestly, I'm telling you, a good coffee makes or breaks the day.
That's your quote.
That's
Exactly.
that's my daily quote. I need my coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee in like
Marcina.
bold letters. Like that's it. That's the quote.
Mm. As a young leader and a youth mentor and everything else that you are, what message would you give to your other young Marshallese who want to advocate or get involved with community work?
Just to like get out there and learn.
Mm.
It's really important to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the better educated you are, the more you know about. You don't want to be like ignorant whenever people ask you stuff.
I feel like because a lot of us are, around
Be
the
real.
same age group. Well, except me. But
Well,
anyway, but you guys are like all around the same age group. And what I've noticed over the past few years is we kind of started all of our advocacy and community work during COVID.
We did.
Yeah.
Like if you saw like how many youth workers were actually, helping the community, there were so many of us during the COVID period.
I feel like some of the, like our 2019 graduates didn't go to school because, COVID.
Yeah.
They had to like stop. Like, oh, I guess I need to, work.
And I saw a lot of them get into, volunteer work and, just helping us on the task force, taking their time to help deliver those COVID-19 PPE or protective
PPV? Was it the mask?
PPE.
Oh, I don't know.
Something protective equipment.
Yes. Yeah, so they're helping with delivering with that, cleaning supplies. And so it was an interesting time, but when I look back at it, a lot of the helpers were youth. And so I feel like it says a lot about our community.
Yeah.
Just get into action.
I've known Marcina since 2018, whenever I was in high school. I had the youth program.
I've known you for that long. That's crazy. You were a baby back then.
Before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It was during when I think MEI had the youth program.
Oh yeah, you also were part of the Buenado project that we did with Simone. That was a really a fun project. He was in a play.
Dang.
And so it was like him and a couple high schoolers plus Tats, and he was in it. And then Simone. Oh, and then Chris. Chris he had a role.
Yes.
He had a really important role in that. So that was a fun time.
It was.
Wow.
It's a really fun time.
Run it back.
Definitely.
How can allies and other people outside the Marshallese community best support your work and your vision?
I would say coming to Arkansas and just, experiencing, the Marshallese culture here. Whenever we do like festivals and stuff, they can come and learn more, or maybe come and visit MEI and learn more about our legacy. Say,
Monday is coming up, so
oh yeah, we actually do have a Monday Day celebration at Community Clinic.
Ooh. What are you guys doing?
September 24th. We're just gonna be showcasing our manos, our handicrafts, and then just invite community organizations like MEI or ACOM and our consulate, so they can speak for a little bit as guest speakers, and then we doing like some finger foods like rice bobo or rice balls or bangke rice, pumpkin rice.
Oh, of course, those are the best. I love pumpkin rice.
And it's open to our patients and community as well.
I always look forward to Monday week. I feel like it's super fun. And I loved when, the youth really get engaged and they want to learn, especially those that grew up in the diaspora. They really want to learn about like our culture, our history, our traditional foods. And so, yeah, it's a really good time. And I love when Monday week comes around.
Yeah. I love it when it comes around too. It just brings everybody together.
Oh yeah.
And it just, I don't know, you can really feel like you can feel the money, if that makes any sense, You can feel like everybody's like coming together, just celebrating our culture.
I wonder what the theme will be this year.
I think they've already announced the
They
theme. Medjero. Yeah, because we always go by what Medjero has, and then everyone follows suit. But like the different days will be like different things, and so
That's exciting. I can't wait.
yeah. MEI is also doing a Money of the Week celebration. We're gonna host it in our women's office, but it's kind of similar to what you guys are doing, minus the finger food. But it'll be a really good time.
Mhm.
Invite you guys to come here, and then we'll come to yours. And so we'll just do office hopping, basically. Instead of island hopping, going office hopping.
Yeah. And if you can't make it, stay tuned to our social medias, and you'll definitely be able to see Ailing and community clinics, Monday Day celebration, as well as our art exhibit that's coming up.
So before we end this episode, were there any final thoughts or final messages you wanted to tell our audience?
I'm just appreciative that y'all welcomed me or invited me to join the podcast.
Yeah.
Just to share share what I do, and
Yeah, we're very happy to have you here. Thank you for, following up on that invitation and taking time out of your very busy schedule.
As Ailing would say, dream bigger.
Dream bigger. That's the tagline. Don't dream big, dream bigger.
Now that's my quote that I'm going to live by for a while. Well, everybody, that concludes our episode for today. Thank you for joining us in this powerful conversation with Ailing. Today we heard from a young Marshallese advocate who is not only navigating their path, but also lighting the way for others in our community. Their story reminds us of strength, resilience, and dreams that continue to rise from our people, despite barriers and history. If you want to support, learn more, or get involved, we encourage you to connect with the local organizations serving the Marshallese community here in Northwest Arkansas. Until next time, remember, our stories matter, our voices are strong, and together we rise. Be sure to follow our YouTube channel and subscribe to MEI, the podcast, on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. Thank you for listening to MEI, the podcast, and as always, we'll catch you next time.